I think one backed out.
Right, there's two. One, the first one's scheduled for 6:30 and the second one's 7:15.
There's two.
Or, yeah, there was three, but one backed out yesterday,
Okay.
day before.
Monday.
Monday, yeah.
So how many do we have applied?
One of them
How
days.
many do we have applied? Just three or do we have?
No, about,
Patients were, I think, 10 after we found the two that got caught in the spam filter.
Yeah.
So it was a total of 10. We brought in a total of 5 for the first round of interviews, and then we selected 3 out of the 5, and then one of them backed out Monday morning. She called, and so we have 2 to interview tonight.
there was a fair amount of
The
people.
second round?
There's a fair amount, but this is the second round.
Oh, this is the second.
This is the second. Yeah, like I said, we interviewed half of the applicants because the other half had like
Nothing worth.
nothing.
Okay.
So there were 5 that you found worth interviewing, but only brought 3 forward.
Yeah, the other 2 were not very impressive.
They were good on paper, in person, different story.
Okay.
Okay, let's start with pledge allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so call to order 6:01. The board, our treasurer and manager are here. Is there any additions to the agenda? We don't have the minute. Oh, motion to approve.
Yeah, we don't, yeah, we'll put those in the next one. I did not bring those,
Very well.
the minutes in.
Okay.
No.
So we'll start with. Members of the public,
Seeing none.
that's done. Any other discussions or actions, housekeeping discussion regarding moldy boxes, vault files, employee safety, town industrial park. So moldy boxes. I know. We say that they're mostly the town says they're mostly ours, no one really knows. So what are we doing? I know the idea was Rosemary was gonna go through them. And that didn't happen. The only thing I can think of, I really don't want to put our employees through it. And I don't want to spend money, but I think an outside source that deals with mold should come and deal with them. But the town would also have to be a part of that.
Right.
Thoughts, guys?
It's a tricky one. Used to be
I'm willing to put on in the K95 and just do a quick inventory to BS proof, you know, who owns most of them, if you guys want me to do that.
So. My thing is if. We can't come to a conclusion on who owns what and everything else. Apparently, we have a building with a locked door on it over at the mill house. Throw them over there. I mean, get them out of here and. I mean,
Hold them for the minimum that we have to hold them for and then junk.
then they're junk. I mean, it doesn't put any employees at risk.
Right.
We don't know what's ours. They think all it's ours. We think a lot it's theirs. Mill house is both ours. Go over there, lock the door. Let them set it.
The office that you're locking is just ours.
Ah,
The office that you're talking about belongs to the village owner.
well, I'm willing to say, let's get them out of here. Put it in a building we don't use.
How long do we have to hold paperwork over here?
Depends on the paperwork,
Well, that, and we don't know how old the paperwork is in it.
you know.
So, I mean, we'd have to start a date, like, right?
Well, we know it's at least 3 years old.
So it's at least
Is
3.
there, well,
Alright, it doesn't pay for it.
Land records are forever.
oh, so we have
But
land
that's-
records.
It's not
and we
land
just don't
records,
know.
it's not land records, land records from special binders, but I'm
That'd
just
be
saying, you get forever, 7 years, 3 years, there's different things that have different hold requirements. And there's other stuff that may not be required. But if you've got something like as-built drawings, stuff like that, you just want to keep.
Do we know where the boxes were pulled from? Were they pulled out of their
They're-
vault,
they're-
or they
they're
pulled up?
On the floor or in the vault.
Okay, so they could have potentially be important.
Well, they can't stay in the hall, but
No,
Right.
they just kick it down the road.
yeah, gets it out of here.
Puts them in an unoccupied space.
From what I can see, the
That's-
board is willing to take up it up right now.
Dozen boxes? Is that, or is that more?
Oh, there's more.
Which is 20 some, probably 2 dozen.
2 dozen?
Is there anything in the back, downstairs of where we keep the digger truck? Way in the back, there's like a room. Is a fire department?
Upstairs?
Oh,
No.
No,
it's
downstairs.
Downstairs here or downstairs?
Remember that?
in cold storage, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, the cold storage. No, we don't.
I don't think there's a back room there anymore.
I don't think there's any.
Oh, they tore it
Yeah,
out.
we took that up.
It was under the stairs.
Yeah, it goes all back in the wall now. There's
Yeah,
up there.
there was a back room there when we pulled our stuff out. So we had some stuff from the fire or stuff like that was out there.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
still there.
When they did the flood mitigation over there, they took out,
Right.
The
They would have-
rooms
they
in
would take
the
it out,
back.
Yeah,
made it more space.
and the office upstairs and the cold storage
That's mostly,
Is-
it's being used by rec.
by rack, that's what I thought. 'Cause I think that's what I saw.
So they took that whole mezzanine out? The stairs?
No, upstairs would have been, that's all being used by Johnson Rack.
Right, but I mean.
Stairs might be gone though. You might, yeah, I think.
Yeah, downstairs.
Yeah, there's.
I haven't been over there since they've done the flood mitigation, but we went over and cleaned it up and pulled our stuff out so they could do the flood mitigation. And then I don't know what's happened since, but
I don't believe the stairs are even there anymore. It's just, it's a big step from that door.
okay.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
So do we wanna check in with the town administrator and see if he can get the board? We can't just put it there without their approval too, right?
Are they saying it's ours or are
We
they?
can ask forgiveness versus permission.
They're saying most of it's ours and we're saying most of it's theirs.
I would say, out of respect, which there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of these days, is that we would say that,
We're willing to do it.
well, just notify them that we're gonna do it on X date. If they have any issues, to notify us before that. That gives them a chance to respond, but they don't have to give approval.
Has
Or-
anybody,
or if they don't respond, then that's approval.
has
reach out.
anybody looked at them? Can you actually read them or? are they
Some of
just-
them aren't bad at all.
Some of them aren't bad, some of them are, some of them don't even seem to have any in it, but the whole thing is going through them all to figure out what's what. Let's do that before the move date, before our next meeting,
But
just
let's-
so we're.
But let's also keep that on our radar for next year's budget. So we can at least try to address it with funds that we don't have right now.
Okay. So sometime before, have the movement be sometime the next week or two.
Yeah, whenever you pick, I mean, if it's gonna be you or the guys, or you and the guys, or whatever, just pick a date and give them a ample opportunity to respond. And
Okay, that sounds good.
That works for you? Yeah, absolutely. Employee safety. You guys remember the incident last year where we had the cops here with people being aggressive toward our employees? I really think we should do a camera on our 2 exterior doors and in the, what do you call it, where the glass down here? On the
Lobby?
guest side. Yeah,
Reception area.
reception area, I think we should have cameras. I know I was talking to one of the select board and they're also brought it through to their meeting too. Trying to push it through to go 50-50 with us. Very cheap process, especially wise cameras, something doesn't have to be nothing fancy. But just those 3 locations, that way, it's just, to me, it's a safety thing. It's your 2 entrance doors and reception, so if anybody gets out of control. Then we have everything for the police.
So it's not a safety thing.
It's one of them things.
It's not a safety thing.
What do you mean?
Safety would be something to prevent something from happening. This is.
Well, it could be a safety thing, like somebody might not act up knowing there's a camera right there too.
Well, that's what we currently already have that part.
Oh, do we already have it?
There is
There's a camera and there's a sign now that says 24-hour video surveillance. at
Oh, reception
the
area.
reception area.
Good. So all we need to do is add
Hold on
one
just a
to
second here.
the entrances. There's the killing and all that stuff and possibly.
Shop like. But
So it's that part of it, it's more, okay, say it's not a safety thing, it's a deterrent thing, and two, if something does happen, it's actually.
that,
on camera.
that makes sense. Like, hold on.
Okay,
I don't disagree with it making it easier to press charges and deal with criminal stuff as far as a. Deterrent or as a safety issue, and the one that we have up. You know, here, when we got proper notification on that, right, there's people that sort of.
Oh, yeah.
notice saying
Big
it's
sign.
there, big sign is there. I mean, that would be your deterrent. And any other cameras that the doors wouldn't be a deterrent, but it would be easier to.
Identification, catch a situation, catch the vehicles, if a vehicle is dealing with it, catch the. Actions of somebody that is. Negatively dealing, hollering. Who knows what could happen down there. And the reason I say that is I went to DMV, I saw they had them, we went to somewhere else and they had them, I'm like, you know, it's just something so cheap and so little. That I just don't see why we don't have them, take the word safety out of it, more of a deterrent, and if something ever does happen, like the incident that happened a couple of years ago. There's proof, there's identification, there's visual.
Having not worked in an office before, I'm gonna defer to you. Do you feel that cameras on the entrances would be beneficial to your safety or?
I think, yes, I would say so, and I find it strange that we don't have cameras here.
So what happened?
It's only in public areas, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Two
yeah.
entrances,
Well,
and
obviously,
one lobby.
yeah,
The other door used to always be locked.
the back door, yeah,
No,
it is,
the one going into the
it
office.
is, open or locked,
It's locked.
yeah, so
Cause
that,
you used to hit a buzzer to let people in, right? Well, you don't know.
well, you gotta do the buzzer to get
There's a
people in.
buzzer by the reception area to
Right.
let people in. That buzzer still works. It just doesn't reach to anybody's desk right now, which is why it's not really used at the moment, but it does work.
Put it this closer to the buzzer.
Cause in theory, they shouldn't be allowed unless you let them in.
Right.
To come in, so basically the threat is kind of taken away between the glass. I mean, you could always shut the glass. Correct?
Well, yeah, but it depends on how much anybody can get through a door if they want.
Well, I
Anybody can
know.
get
Oh, yeah,
through
yeah,
it if
yeah.
they want.
Once they do
And
that,
it's-
you're calling 911.
Yeah, in reality, the camera won't prevent that.
No,
The one we have up would work as good as, you know, one on the door. Saying that you're in favor of cameras on the doors. I would say that it warrants research on cost.
yeah, I bet you we could have them all up, if we take the widest camera, you're probably looking. $300 for 3 cameras total.
And that's stored on a hard drive here.
No, that's stored in a hard drive on a browser. That's just a sign-in
So
password.
there's an annual fee.
Yes, I think the annual fee to hold is something like $100 a year. Yeah, I'm not talking like full blown like security system, I'm talking about something very basic and since we're not trying to get everything into the place, we're just looking at a few designated spots.
I mean, I know I got mine was more than $300, but mine goes to a terabyte hard drive and it just overwrites It's like an
And mine
Get
goes,
ring?
mine is wise, and that's the ones I was thinking of, is like the
Ring is-
wise ones.
Ring?
And it's the same thing, it's in the cloud,
Yeah, mine's hard drive thing. It's
Oh.
one time purchase.
oh, I like Costco's or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could go that route, it'd just be a little bit more
Costco has
expensive,
them.
but then you own,
Right. And it's
That
not,
part.
then there's no reoccurring fees.
yes.
To discuss.
That's what I did at the garage. It's, actually, they have their own chip inside and it just writes on that and
Oh, yeah,
it's
you
about
got-
it's about a week or so before it overwrites.
Yeah, see, well, I set mine to motion activated. So I'm not, if at 24/7, you're gonna,
Right.
like I said, in a week, you're gonna burn a terabyte, but.
Yeah, these are the same.
Yeah, so if it's
Is
motion.
yours on the
activated-
cloud, or is yours, do we have a hard, like his is a DVR
There,
log?
it's just a SD card in the camera, but you can access it, from the computer.
So I mean, it could go either way, it could
But
go like a
let's-
watch, it could go one, since we already have that and you're comfortable with that, like.
So it seems like you're familiar with that type of stuff. Is that something you want to take on and come back with a price, hard drive, what's the word, hard drive versus.
Yeah, I can look at a Costco, I can look at a Wise, and Eric would have to look into whatever he used. I just,
I don't like the system over there.
okay, I was gonna say, if you like
It
yours
is, I mean,
and
it's
comfortable with
clunky.
it, is
It's
it?
clunky.
The only thing we'd have to find is, the only unknown is where they are, would have to get a plug, so you're looking at an electrician to put 3 plugs in. That's the only unknown right there.
There's more than $300, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, the equipment, the equipment is cheap, it's just those actual plugs that will be the unknown.
I could also do, so, yeah,
And I think, I mean, like, it's also going to a select board too, so it wouldn't be all on us either, it would be a
right, but
mutual project.
gotta be respectful of what they got to spend.
Yeah.
Of course, you can also do a hardwire to a hard drive. Doesn't require a plug-in.
Is there false ceilings downstairs? I can't remember.
Yeah. It's panels.
See, so you can have a camera and then everything other in there.
So you plug in your hard drive, just run a cable out. That would be something guys could do,
Yep,
drill a hole.
and that'd be
Oh,
more
yeah,
a system like they want
so you
to
don't want a camera.
Yeah, that's exactly what I got. So,
I don't know.
all right, so you look into that.
Wouldn't 2 12 gauges just be cheaper than all?
Yeah,
By the day.
but the practice ain't most gonna run.
No, I get his point, he ain't got a lot of.
Yeah, well, we had a major security threat here, we said a couple of years ago. I mentioned, me being the building security and
Yeah.
this board would sound like it might go for it, but the other board was like, nope,
Yeah.
so.
Easy to be the victim.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep. Okay, so I'll look into, and now the only thing is always the pick system I don't know about, I'll do my research the best I can, and Costco's is usually the cheapest one.
I mean, you're just that tech savvy guy, so.
And then the last one is a town industrial park. I was talking with Darrel. We were kind of discussing this and there were some questions that Darrel kind of was interested in knowing. And we knew that they would give us a map. So we're just looking into getting that map. It was those switches or things at the bottom. We were talking
Right,
about.
I'm just curious on drains, the water lines. Being that a lot of it's in village limits, who's responsible? That they're putting in a lot of sewer lines. Drains for catch basins and gate valves for water. I still stand by the fact that we all have a gate valve down at the bottom and that's where we run to, just like our transformers. The transformer goes to my house. I had to buy the transformer and from the pole to the transformer is the villages. And the transformer to my house is on me. So I still believe that the gate valve should be down at the bottom of the start of the complex and the town maintains the repairs in the middle of the night, 20 years from now. It's 10 feet in the ground, I think that should remain the town, to the gate valve at the bottom is where our responsibility is. Catch basins and stuff like that. I think how, I go that to be determined, but. I think we're gonna get stuck with a lot of potential problems with sewer lines. And everything up there, and if we can mitigate the water from it, I think that's better for the. So we need to gate valve down, the rest is on that.
So
Have you seen anything? Have you
That's-
looked at the map at all
Hey.
yet, Eric?
a little bit, I mean, that's this board's choice. If you don't want to own stuff in there, you don't have to.
There's no benefit to us home, I don't think.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe there's a benefit to the village residents of all, yeah.
Right.
They're just gonna be looking at village residents are gonna. Be hit for the repairs down the road. For any potential water issues
Mhm.
in the middle of the night. That we don't need to take on that headache.
Yep.
No reason for us to.
We just have to have access to meters.
Right, and just like the houses, I mean, we have access to meters of.
Mhm.
But
There
our-
can't be a meter at the bottom wherever the valve is to be able to
Well,
look at
that-
that
they
to
would
know
have
what
to
goes
split
through
that,
it.
So if you think about it, is if, you know, lot A, B, C, D, E, and E has a leak. You
Oh,
know,
know where it is.
before it's metered, then everybody has to pay for it because.
Typically, we'd put in one main to feed the line. That would be a curb stop.
Right,
And anything past that, they would put individual curb stops on any building.
and that's what I'm saying, I think our curb stop should be.
Bottom of the stack.
That's ours, yeah.
But if we're gonna, but if we're gonna do
I mean,
that,
the easiest way for us
That
to
would be
do
the
that and
easiest.
have it be, their own system. Would be, they would need to have a master meter
yes,
on that line,
yeah,
and then we would bill the park.
Well, I mean,
And they could have subsequent meters on properties. And
because if they have a mainline break before all the meters. We're gonna eat the cost because without having a meter at the curb stop.
Well-
We're not gonna know what they're losing.
it wouldn't be a curb stop, it'd be being, I mean.
Right,
It's
it may
the same
valid.
idea.
Right, but it would act as a curb stop, right?
And then they can deal with the separation up above.
I just think that to protect the village residents, any potential that's. I mean. I don't see the benefit. And we. For us to pay Nate to be up there and watch the inspection of the lines going in,
Mhm.
that's.
But they're gonna pay.
Right, you know what I mean? But. Like 10 feet in the ground, when you have a water break in the middle of the winter, something happened. What benefit is it to the village residents?
So can we get a copy? I know Evan during one of the meetings, they said that if we wanted copies, they're glad to give us it. So if we can just get a copy, digital copy. Send it to each of the board members and then look at it yourself and just see if that's something that they've already planned for, or if they're. I'm assuming they're gonna plan on not doing it. That way we're responsible for everything.
They're hoping that we'll take over.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So let's put it out to them sooner than
Put it
later
out,
before they
saying
get
that
too
we're
far.
going to, if the board agrees, that we would like a. Main shut off, gate valve, whatever you wanna call it, down at the bottom. And we're not responsible for water lines.
That's something we vote on, or how does that go, right?
They-
I'd have to look into this, I don't know exactly the process, that's one thing I haven't done yet, but.
I was gonna say, I think there's a policy. Probably in the records.
It's okay, you have plenty of time, because they're nowhere near close to even breaking ground.
No, but it's
But
just,
if you can relay that to them, then help them,
Right.
help them.
they, in the
help them-
planning,
help
they
them
would be
budget.
like, oh, yeah, we need to put one down here.
We've
So
got to
this
change
is
it on
change
our
it.
maps and all that before they get too far into it.
Be like, hey, the board, if the board's all
I would-
agreeing, this is where we want.
I would require a valve down there, even if we took it over.
There's no financial reason for us to take over. We're still gonna sell the water. So there's no financial benefit for us to take over a future head.
Yeah, so just reach out to them and wherever the powers may be down there. Any other business? When was the first one?
6:30.
Oh, good, just in time almost. And who was the first one?
The blue Subaru, is that you, Donna?
The Outback, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I was looking for my first candidate, I don't see her yet.
Who's the first one, Eric?
Ellen Houston.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Sorry, man.
Ellen. Do we have a, yeah, application of SO? Sales specialist.
So. If we're ready for exec, you wanna? You wanna turn this off and let Donna go home?
Yes. I don't know where the exec is.
So we'll need a motion.
Oh. I motion that we enter executive session as allowed by 1 BSA section 313A3 to conduct interviews for the open office assistant position. Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,